Buwitiweyu, Usakasakabo, Buenos dias, good day. My name is Elba, aka Phoenix Taino, and welcome to my Wakfu walkthrough.
It occurred to me after we finished the Gobble dungeon and I went into the market that I didn't do any explaining while I was in the market. I was so focused on trying to figure out whether or not we could purchase the items that were needed to complete the Life of a Hunter quest and all that, because otherwise we would have to keep going into those dungeons, which we will do anyway. But it's one thing to have to do it, and another thing to be like, oh, let's just do it so we can level up. Yay! I believe that you don't get the drops every time though, because the game is encouraging you to go into the dungeons so that you can level up. Anyway, when you are in the market, there is the search section, which you guys saw me already do to find particular items. You can also sell items, and that shows your history. Whenever you are searching for items, there are ways to kind of narrow things down. There's types of items here. So if you're only looking for resources, you can just click on this and that will filter things out for you. You can also filter things by level. So for example, right now, I believe I'm on level 17. Ugh, I can't move this, so we're just going to close it. No, level 19. We leveled up twice. Nice. Okay. So I would then just put up to level 19, because what's the point of looking for things that are too high level for me to even be able to wear? And if you click on price, you can have it from most expensive to least expensive, or cheapest to most costly. So of course I'm going to do it this way because I want the cheapest of whatever is available. And if we go to equipment items, you can do specific armor. So let's say, what do I need? I don't have a breastplate or a second ring, right? So I can go and click on rings and breastplates. And now I can see I can get this Bose Light Yaz ring for 2 commas. Then there's this one for 9, and it only has the one elemental slot, where this one has 2. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase it. So now I can, once I close the market, I can go ahead and equip that. This helmet I can't equip for another level. I have to be level 20. So I'm just keeping it in my inventory. That way I can put it on as soon as it's available to do so, or as soon as I'm able to do so, rather. These muddy larval breastplates add lock, so I don't really care to purchase one of those. There is a gobble breastplate for 100 commas, and the shin larva breastplate, that one's 390. So I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase that. That way I have everything equipped. Even if it's not the most amazing, it's better than nothing, right? And you can also click on this, can afford it. So now when I don't click on that, there's 4 pages. When I click on this, there's only 3 pages of items that I would need to bother sifting through. So we're going to deselect that. Also, if you're talking to somebody who happens to be in your group or not be in your group or what have you, because there are people who trade. So let's say you're talking to somebody and you have an item that they want to purchase or that you're looking for. Instead of typing, for example, this Bose Light Yaz ring, instead of typing, hey, does anybody have a Bose Light Yaz ring? Oh my God, I don't know what's going on with me today. Having a hard time talking for some reason. Not the point. The point is that if I go into my inventory, right, there's the Bose Light, yeah. I can actually drag it and put it here Let me find hubby so it doesn't go into the full chat. I can drag it and put it here, and then it will put the item in the chat. What'd I do? Hold on, I messed this up. Let's try that again. So I can do these. Oh, okay, it was supposed to be like that. And I can hit enter. So now hubby can click on it and know exactly what I'm talking about. Be like, oh, I do have one of those. Or yeah, I don't see any of those in my inventory. Sorry. Let me go ahead and equip these items. And boom, we are fully equipped. Let me update any spells. I don't see anything that's better than what I already have. You know what? I don't really use this. Well, do this because that spell is basically the same as this one as far as range is concerned, but downpour is so badass that I don't want to get rid of it. This one doesn't require line of sight. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And then for characteristics, what do we have? We're gonna increase health. Actually, you know what? Yeah, health. I was gonna do armor, but I definitely want my actual health to have a good amount of points. Okay. Now I need to go back to Automized Disciple to activate the Life of a Hunter 2 quest. Oh wait, we can't activate it yet. We can? Okay. Because it says level 35 on the All Around Astrub quest thing. So I don't know that it'll be available if we talk to Automai. But I'm going to go talk to him real quick and we are going to test this theory right meow. Oh, okay. It does allow us to start it. Cool. However, we are not leveled up enough to go into any of those dungeons. And we know this by opening up the map. So, the dungeon we were just at, it says Gobble Pastures, required level 12. The dungeons we need to go to are here, here, and here. They all require you to be at least a level 21, which we are not. So we're going to have to grind to get to level 21. While I am at it, now that I think about it, I haven't been to the Temple of Scriptures today. So I'm going to do that and show you guys what it even is and why you even want to bother going there. So we're going to go to the Astrub Center Zap. And it should let us go to the Temple of Scriptures through the Zap. Temple of Scriptures. Boom. And inside we go. That's a character we'll talk to later. There'll be a quest that actually tells us to go talk to him. So this is the Almanac's altar. A smooth, rich voice resounds. Pray to the Meridia of the day. So, quest completed by Nikiwari. Every day, this is going to be a quest that you can complete. Just come here and pray at the Almanac's altar. You get a token that you can use to purchase things. Kind of like that Astrub machine, but not exactly the same. Another thing that I recommend you do, just to make life easier as you're going through all these different quests, would be to go ahead and take the time to run around Astrub and touch all the turkeys. So while I was off camera, I did go ahead and do that. So all of the Drago turkeys are red, meaning that they've been activated. And then you can go up here when you have a map open and click on pins to mark different places on the map. Then you can go to filters as well, because there's a lot going on, right? So let's say you just want to find the phoenix in your location. So we're going to uncheck everything but the phoenix. And now the only symbol on the map, other than my hubby here, because we're in a group together, is the phoenix, which is over here in front of the fountain. Why are we going to the phoenix, you might ask? Because when you link yourself to it, should you die in the game, instead of reincarnating on the celestial island of Re, you will reincarnate to whichever phoenix you're linked to. And each area will have a phoenix that you can link yourself to. That way you don't die and have to go through all these different steps just to get back to where you were when you died. Simple enough. Where are you at, love? Where are you in the game? Oh, you know what? I don't think I've done any fishing. So, oh, I was gonna go to the fisherman's hamlet. Because I know the breadfish are the only ones you can catch until you get to level up a little bit. Okay, let me grab that. And as you interact with different items, as long as it is a level 0 item, then you'll be able to automatically have that profession. So in this case, I fished for a level 0 fish, and that increased my fisherman level. And the fish, I don't know if you can see them very well, just because right now it's rainy and dark, but there'll be little, looks like shadows, and you'll see them swimming around as soon as you hover. They're normally around the edge of the water, so you can kind of hover even if you can't see it, and you'll that little pop-up will show like the name of the type of fish, so that you can go ahead and fish the fish. There's no more here, no more here. Oh, they don't take too long to refresh. Unlike some of the other fauna, these do refresh. You don't have to like get a fish seed and plant a fish or anything like that. And you don't have to get a fishing rod or anything either to be able to do this. when it comes to all the jobs available in the game, you would just either go here to the shortcut, or you can just press J on your keyboard to open up the jobs. So there's the trapper, herbalist, lumberjack, farmer, miner, and fisherman that we've done. The baker, chef, armorer, jeweler, tailor, leather dealer, handyman, and weapon master have not been activated. And all of these can be activated by speaking to a character in Astrub. So if you don't know where they are, you can open up your map and go to the filters, professions. So all these hammers on the map are different locations where you can either craft something that's specific to that profession, or the ones within Astrub will have a character that you can talk to and say, hey, I want to learn how to be a baker. And then it'll activate that profession for you, and you'll be able to use the craft bench in that area to be able to craft. So the closest one to me would be, it looks like the Baker Easy Yeast. So we're going to go there just so I can show you guys what I mean. All right. So this is Easy Yeast. When we right click and talk to him, my name is Easy Yeast. What can I do for an amateur gourmet? Could you teach me a profession? I can see you're a person of taste. And which profession would you like to learn to become the best chef of the year? So I would like to become a baker. When you click on this, we should, sorry, I'm just trying to get back to the same spot. And I say I would like to become a chef. Now when we go to the jobs, it has the baker is no longer grayed out and the chef is no longer grayed out.
Eventually.
One other thing I want to talk about before I forget. Let me go to an area where, okay, so now that we're out of Astrub Center, on the top right, you'll see the clan member. Now, when everything's in balance, it's going to look more or less like it does right now, where the clan member's avatar or profile picture, whatever you want to call it, doesn't have anything around its border. If there are too much of a given item or resource, like there's too many monsters, there's too many plants, basically things are out of balance, right? It's going to show a border around here. So right now, when there's a line, that means there's a limit. So right now, when it comes to crops, to keep things in balance, there need to be between 200 and 300 crops total in this area. Right now there's 220, so we're good. When it comes to the monsters, needs to be between 250 and 350. Right now there's just a little under that, but it's not too bad. So, you know, I can grab some tofu seeds here and plant some tofus, get that up, get those numbers up, and things will be in balance. If it's too low, then this is going to show red. And I believe when it's green, that means there's too much of a thing. But the best way to tell, like I said, would be to click up here where the stars are, and that'll show you the flowers or wild plants, the crops, the trees, and in this case, the monsters are tofus. This shows the weather, which can affect how well something grows, the likelihood that it will when you try to plant things. And then this shows the nation, which is no nation for this area, and citizenship points, which we'll go into once we actually choose a nation. What are you doing now, love? Are you working on your professions? Yeah. Okay. Did you want to start on this Life of a Hunter 2 quest, or there's also the Neo vessel. We haven't since we finished the Gobble Pastures, we can go to the Neo vessel and get credit for that. All right, I will meet you there. So we're going to use the compass because I don't remember exactly where it is. I want to say it's just before you get to the Fisherman's Hamlet. But we will let the game tell us where it is. Man, I can't wait to get a mount. It's so frustrating that they're closing the Ogress server early. We really only got to play for like 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, so I just noticed that this clan member has red around her. And we have too much wild plants here. But looks like not enough monsters. So yeah, this is letting us know, hey, this is not balanced. And, you know, we care about the ecosystem, so it needs to be balanced. Now, coincidentally, I stopped right where I needed to be. So I'm going to turn this compass off, and this Neo cannon will take us to the Neo vessel. Are you already there? Okay. So I'm going to take the cannon. It's going to shoot us up to the Neo vessel in the sky. And we got to go to Neo HQ, because that's what it says to do, but it's literally the only thing you can do on here other than shoot cannons, which doesn't really do anything. So, join the Neo raid, which requires for us to talk to this gentleman right here. You need to go to Astrub right now. The Royal Gobble is wreaking havoc in Tynella. The Colossus shouts out a few more orders and then turns to you, looking serious. Who are you? A new recruit? Yes, I think I'm a new recruit. Jonk looks at you more closely. He eventually raises an eyebrow. How about that? It looks like you just incarnated. But you've got huge potential. I can sense so much Wakfu in you. Yes, you might be the glimmer of hope the World of 12 needs to keep it from falling. Is the situation really that bad? The World of 12 is being plagued by a powerful, evil form of corruption. Luckily, 12ians have rallied to fight this threat. Together we form the Neo Raid. Before I join you, I have a few questions. Go on, send the form, and let's be done with it. Excellent. Sign this document and you'll become a member of the Neo Raid. The commander holds out a contract, some 100 pages long, written in tiny letters. Carefully thumb through the contract, sign without reading. So if you carefully thumb through the contract, there's going to be a bunch of different text here. That doesn't really go into the contract anyway, so I'm just going to sign without reading. There, now you're a member of the Neo Raid. Welcome. Darkness is spreading, and the Neo Raid is rising. Hey, it's starting to sink in. I have no doubt you'll make a great recruit. Here's your Neo pet. Go to the Neo table to identify the different Neo bosses you have to defeat. Then come see me every time you defeat a new Neo boss so I can give you some rewards. Very well, thanks a lot. See you soon. Is this pet supposed to help me out? Oh, come on. We're together now. And we've got work to do. After you defeat each of the different Neo bosses, go see Jonk at the Neo HQ so he can increase the power of your blessing and give you exclusive gifts. So, we've already done the Gobble Dungeon. But this game will retroactively give you credit. You just gotta talk to this guy again. So the Neo rate is rising. Ah, there you are, Nikiwari. How's your quest going? I defeated a Neo boss. You bravely managed to defeat your first Neo boss, Nikiwari. There's still a long way to go, but thanks to your efforts, your Neo blessing will let you progress faster and earn more experience in combat. Remember that the world of 12 must not fall. Great, thanks. The Neo map is here. That's the Neo progress table, and it shows you all the different monsters that are available to fight. So we got the Neo Gobble Pastures monster, and we completed that. So the next one, which is also here, is the Neo Hula Hoopiwi, which is in the mountains. And arguably, I don't know who would argue it, but arguably the hardest dungeon in Astrub is the Peewee dungeon. So that's gonna be fun. We love the nod to the Neopets game. I don't know if anybody remembers that game, but I do. And I'm going to go ahead and replace my Gemlin with this Neopet. And the reason I'm doing that is because of all of the bonuses. The effects are 100% of level is mastery, 20% of level is HP, 5 force of will, 3% critical hit, 3% block, and 50% harvesting quantity, as well as the simple fact that this pet does not need to be fed. Whereas the Gemlin, when you right click on the pet, shows he's got 20 HP here, and he needs to be fed either hummus, a bucket of water, which you can find sporadically in different areas. But there's definitely for sure one over at Easy Yeast, which is a location that we were at earlier. That's why I'm pointing that one out. But yeah, first choice kibble, which I believe you have to purchase with real money. So that's going to be a no for me. And then wheat grain, which is the easiest thing because you can harvest that. Actually, the easiest thing is probably the bucket of water because all you got to do is go to the well and click on it and you get 100 buckets of water. So, yeah. And let's see. When it comes to feeding, you drag and drop an item here to feed it to your pet. Or when you right click on that, you can just click on the item from here as long as you have it in your inventory. But back to, just kidding. Back to this, it says that your pet eats all the things we already talked, and your pet needs to eat at least once every 3 days, but no more often than once every day, so that you can keep its health up. Otherwise, it dies. However, if I'm not mistaken, one of the items that you can craft over where Easy Yeast is called Osamoda's powder, and that will revive your pet. It even says the last time he ate, which was yesterday. So I can feed him again today, or wait until the 29th to feed him. but I'm not sure if it's on the third day or after the third day where your pet will start to lose some of its health points. So because I'm using this Neopet, let me right click on that and see when we go to click or hover, there's literally nothing on here. So the pet doesn't need to eat anything, which is why we are prioritizing him. And as long as you have the pet linked to you, you would still need to feed it. So I'm going to go here. This is the option to feed. And here it says remove this item from all builds. So when you remove it and then close this, it should be in my inventory. So I can put this little gremlin in my Haven bag and not have to worry about it dying on me because it's not actively linked to my character. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, I'm going to put you here. All of them. I only had some breadfish because hubby gave it to me gave me some that he already had the other day. And you can decorate your Haven bag. I've already started, as you may or may not be able to tell. And to do so, any items that you get that show as a Haven bag decoration, you just double click them in your inventory and it's going to look like it disappeared on you. Fret not. All you have to do when you're in your Haven bag up here, you're just going to click on the decoration catalog and the game saves any and all trophies, decorations, so on and so forth that you have bought, earned, or, traded with somebody. So I can literally have as many of these as I want. Because some of the things that you get, you might want to have multiple of, So I'm going to go ahead and put my new Neo rug down here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go to the Astrub Cemetary. Because of the 3 higher level dungeons, that one is the easiest from my recollection. And we're right here by the cemetery too. Oh my gosh, I cannot English. Cemetery. We got some monsters. So these are all the monsters that are going to be in the cemetery. So if you're not leveled up enough to actually go into a dungeon, which is the case for us, we can practice fighting monsters in different groups here. Now, the ones that have little green lights under them are part of a, I guess, quick quest would be the best way to put it. And you can see the quick quest information up here. So the objective, defeat the 48 monsters, the collaborative score. There's obviously 48 of them. It looks like somebody already got one. The personal score, you want to get at least 5. And then you win a little bit of experience and stuff like that whenever you complete the quick quest or collaborative. This one's called Ratumania. And yeah, so you see what groups we have. There's individual ones, groups of 2. I don't see very many large groups. Oh, here's a group of 3. I'm actually going to wait for my hubby so that we can do some fighting together and level up. Okay, so where'd the group of three go? Here we go. Do you need me to wait or are you ready? Okay. Oh, our knights. Forgot about these guys. What in the world? I don't want to trade places. Is that not my knight? Yeah, okay. That's what happened. What had happened was... All right. Okay. Actually, let me get this knight closer. All right. Hello? Can I not turn him around? There we go. That's better. I did not. I'm going to save my candy for the dungeon. The last two pieces that I have. Oh, these guys were kind of tough. Okay, so fire and water are its weakest elements, which works for me. Oh, he's got me locked in. Little shit. Might as well heal myself a little bit. Yeah, we can skip the challenge. What was this anyway? Oh, okay. Might as well hit him from the side. Let's do this. And this. Oh. That's as good as it's gonna get. Nice. even... Yeah, nothing's in range, so I might as well do this. Yeah, it shows I still have AP, but I can't do anything with it, so I'm gonna skip my turn. Not skip my turn, end my turn. Yes, come closer. Dang. My knight is down. I just noticed. What'd he say? What did we say he was weakest to? Okay, yeah, fire. Hold on. There we go. Damn. Okay, that's all I got. Wait. No sea pendeja. Heal yourself. Okay. Hey, love, am I remembering correctly that you said once you're in that phase that puts you on the tracks, that you're kind of stuck there for so many turns? 2 turns. Okay. So for anyone who wants to play the Fuggernaut, which is the character my husband is playing, this one, know that. And it looks like he can move around and do as he pleases, but which is true for the most part, but there are limits, right? So be aware. Oh, he's done, hopefully. Ta-da! All right. So quest completed by Nikki Wadi, no regrets. And that quest was one to reach level 20, which is what we just did. Now, give me just a second. I don't want to forget to add the passive. This one. Now I can teleport. I'm about to be a whole menace now. All right, you said follow you? All right, so I am auto following you. Lead the way. Where are we going? Okay, so just for reference, Minimap has us on the bottom right corner of this map. So traverse compass. Oh, treasure. Treasure in the fog. Now let's leave here. Hubby said there's some armor. Thank you. So it definitely doesn't hurt to wander around the areas because then you find cool shit like that. Let's see. Level 15. Is it better than what I purchased? Yes, I bought a breastplate and a ring because I didn't have any yet, and I wanted to be fully equipped. What is this? Which one's better? Alright. We can compare by right-clicking on each one. So this is mythical. Oh yeah, this one's definitely better. 17 HP, 2% block, elemental mastery, and elemental resistance. So we are for sure going to put that on and save. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sell that breastplate. How much did I buy it for? Can I go back all the way? Yeah, you can only go back so far, so... Yeah, we can fight. I'll worry about selling that breastplate later.
The following day.
First things first, I'm going to go ahead and pray at the Almanac's altar. I'm not sure if the new day has started yet. It's after 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I believe it has, but we will soon know for sure. Okay, it may be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that the new day starts, or after 4 p.m. So we'll check again later. While I'm here, though, something I neglected to mention in the last video where I came to the Temple of Scriptures is that there is a machine here, an Almanac's machine, and those tokens you get from praying at the Almanac's altar, you can use to purchase things here similar to the Astrub machine, including those candies that will help you. The Twixler candy adds wisdom so that you gain experience more quickly, and then the Prosperous candy adds prospecting, which helps with drops whenever you are fighting. But there's also one other thing here that is worth purchasing, and it's free. It costs nothing. This right here, Teleport of Scriptures, is super handy. It doesn't cost any Almokin tokens, so I'm going to go ahead and get one. And I'm going to put it... Hold on, let me close this first. Open my inventory. And I'm going to put it here, because we don't really need all of these emotes and whatnot. I do want to keep the sleeping one. Just, you know, for fun. It's for fun. Where is it? But the teleport thing basically allows you from wherever you are to come straight here so that you don't have to run to a zap and do all the other stuff. A lot of the time, instead of running to a zap, I will just teleport. It'll automatically put me at the front of the Temple of Scriptures, and the zap's right here. So then instead of running to an area zap, which is further away, I will just teleport and then use this zap to get to the next location. So hopefully this is a fun, not pro tip that helps you out in your gameplay. I'm going to go to Tynella. Whenever I go to Astrub, I tend to go to Tynella instead of Astrub Center simply because the Drago turkey in this area is closer to the Zap than the one at Astrub Center. And there's no Drago turkey in the sewer, so that's the method to my madness. to the cemetery we go. Wait, I can't click. There we go. I do not. I'm about to do that now. So let me add him. And then, what does this Crowbacks? You got me curious. I wanna see what you see. So I went ahead and added the Crowbacks, just, out of curiosity. And, all right, I'm going to catch some of these gold things real quick because, for the experience, for the plot. Yay! All right, that gave me 10,149 experience. So, did you already catch the little gold critters? Okay, I'm in front, well, next to the dungeon because I hate when people stand in front of it and block you from being able to enter. So, you ready? Do you want to do stasis 1? Okay. Hello? Let's just do it like that. That works. I can't remember if I said this in a video or just in conversation with hubby when we weren't playing, but I noticed on average, this is not necessarily the case. I would have to, test the theory, but from what I have noticed so far, it's really not worth it to do a dungeon. A dungeon? What is a dungeon? A dungeon! It's really not worth it to do a dungeon above stasis 1 unless you're a good 10 levels above the required minimum. And then if you're too high level in comparison to the minimum for the dungeon, you don't really gain very much experience. So those are things to, keep in the back of your mind as you're playing the game. You ready, love? Let's do this. Oh, there are so many things happening right now. Oh, the Crowbacks looks cool. Look at him. He's like a ninja. Okay. I don't have any candy. Thank you for reminding me, though, in case I did. Because I definitely would not have remembered. Is he too far away? No, he's not. I'm just gonna have to keep hitting him because the other one's not very much in range, but it doesn't matter because I'm still gonna get his ass. And then I am going to give my friend some armor, and that gives me armor 2. Putrefaction. It doesn't look like it's anything that's currently affecting me. Oh, okay. It's this. -4 levels. That skeletal gobble and his stank ass breath. Oh, I thought that attack brought you closer. I must have done the wrong. Oh, that's right. I have it to where you can't really tell. There we go. That's what had happened. All right. Is that me or you? Pretty sure that's you. Yeah, that's your sidekick, love. Why does this keep popping up? You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna end up liking this Crobax. We're gonna want to keep him, and the game will have conned us into purchasing some Ogreens. Which, honestly, I could use some extra storage anyway, so I might fuck around and let myself get conned. So 2, 6, 3, 5. Okay, varying ranges. Can anything hit? Okay. Is that what you were doing too? Yep. Oh, it moves it closer to me? Attracts by one cell. Interesting. Okay. Come hither. What does this do? Got 33 seconds. Allows Crobax to alter the effects of most of its spells. Wait a minute. Is that like my Heart of Light? Is that what that gonna do? Okay. Might as well do this again. How many times can I do this? 4 uses per turn. Oh, interesting. Good to know. Bye. Might as well do that. And then this. Hit you twice. Can't do anything else. So let me just end my turn. Alright, so... Oh, my turn is in my Astrub now. I'm over here looking at my Upper Mage wondering what the fuck. Well, that didn't give me anything that was all that much better, so... Yay! Oh, look, the crowbacks. Oh, you were already fighting before I logged in. I was like, how did yours already jump that to 18? Mine's only at 10, but never mind. It's because you were fighting earlier. All right. I am fully healed, so full health. I mean, so you ready? Did you level up? Oh, you did. Nice. Bro's been putting in work. Oh, wow. Okay. Where are mine? There we go. I was trying to put my Astrub Knight here. Because you already had one of yours in a corner. Hold on. I'll move my Astrub Knight to that other corner so that you can put yours here. Sorry. Then I'm going to turn my crowbacks this way. You didn't want to move your knight back over there? You sure? Wait, I still need to be within range, though. What is this? Should actually be good right here. Aye. There we go. Okay. Might as well do this. Espérate. Oh, it takes away. You need movement points too. That's why. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, all their spells do a cute little sound. Okay. Does that even cost? Oh, it doesn't even cost any action points. I could have done that first and then got it. I'm figuring it out. Might as well hit him one more time. Then go here. Hit him. Oh, okay. We like that. So that Will-o'-the-Wisp doesn't just give you a spell from your spell sheet that's not already active. It'll give you a spell that you haven't even learned yet, too, as an option. It's just, you know, random. Because I don't think I've learned that spell yet. Oh, I have. Never mind. One more fight. After this, I'll be level 26. Very cool. Okay. Morphle is going to heal whichever enemy is closest to it. So, from when we battled this on the Neo Ogrest, and then hopped to this one because they're closing that server early, I noticed that whichever one he heals, it's best to leave that one for last because he's going to keep healing it. So there's no point in trying to, you know, chip away at its health when Morphle is just going to turn around and heal him again. Just figured we'd throw that into our battle strategy. Here we go! It's me, Mario! Aha. I'll go over here. Do this. Then this. Will that change? Nope. It doesn't switch the rune. That is good to know. Oh. None of the challenges will be completed, so go all out. Is that my knight? Let me bring him closer to moi. Oh, he's not. Okay. Well. Okay. We're gonna go here and hope. Ooh, we like this. I didn't really seem to do anything. Being better than nothing. Okay. Definitely want to hit you. What was that? Oh, okay. The rat's the one that has the extra armor. I don't know why I thought Morphor did. Well, now we know. Wait. Okay. There we go. If we can hit more than one at a time, we should. This one will do the most damage. Well, ran out of time. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna go here. And then... Told you I was gonna be a menace once I could teleport. I just realized when it's my turn, this looks different. It's gold, and when it's an ally's, it has a blue background and a red background when it's an enemy. So you probably already noticed that, but it just dawned on me that that's another way to tell whether a sidekick is mine or yours. Other than hovering over it, because then it'll say, like, whose summon it is. Like, this is my husband's, because it says Naughty Foggers, this one's mine. And I know that as well by looking here. So, we are learning. That's all we got. And is this the only baddie on the board now? No, there's a little rat somewhere. Where's his ass? Oh. He's over here. Might as well hit him as much as possible anyway. I know they're weakest to water, and everything else looks like it's pretty even. I guess earth. Oh wait, this one's a... Nope, can't do it because he's not in the spell's range. So I'm just going to keep doing this simply because it builds my armor every time I do it. Oh. Oh, okay. We like that. I guess I might as well use that. And stand directly behind his ass. We are going to deal the most damage possible. And I can't back away, so there he'll stay. Oh, it is you. Wait to click on it. I guess I have to use this. There is no other option. We're gonna maximize how much damage we can do. Get this little asshole off the board. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can I move him? Nope, he's also locked in, so I might as well do that. I don't really do too many air spells, so let's do that. Just because the more you use a spell, the stronger it gets. And I'm not really using these. We need to maximize our potential. Oh, that's you. I don't... Listen. I need to just pay attention to this right here. Pay attention to the turn order to avoid confusion. But I gotta build that habit first. And my neurodivergent brain isn't the best at building new habits. Once I have a habit, it's up and it's stuck, but you know what I mean? It's the building the habit that needs work. We did it! I leveled up to 26. We got some achievements. Very awesome. Do you want to grab that rat in front of you? Oh, well, I'm going to then. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording here and pick back up in the next one.